Good morning, everyone. Sorry, good evening, everyone. Every citizen believes in judiciary system of a country, and that's why it is necessary to believe in oneself when we are going for judiciary as a career. So today, in our expert session of Genius Lakshya, which is specially programmed by Genius Group of Institutions, we heartily welcome Dr. Rishikesh Dave. Now, going on to the profile of Dave sir, I would like to share that he has more than 15 years of experience in law teaching, right? If I would be introducing him, it would be like a lake in the sea, right? Like taking out a few drops of water in the sea. So I would like sir only to introduce himself.
Uh, Thank you, Aisha. To introduce myself in brief, right now I am Dean at Faculty of Law, Marwadi University, and before that I was with NMIMS, that is Narsi Munji, Bombay, as a Dean of their law school, and previous to that I was with Gujarat National Law University and Nirma University. Basically, I am a student of law. That is what I always say. Uh, Nobody can become a master of law. I mean, as per what
Yeah.
my feeling is. So that is about me. And yes, please.
Yes. So as sir said, his more of the most of the things are related to law, and we as an Indians need to know more about the judiciary system of our country. So I would like sir to present himself, what he has in the box for us. He would be talking about the careers in judiciary. How can one go to a level of judge? What are the degrees, experiences, and preparations we need? And what is the court management and all other things. So I would like to hand over to Rishikesh, sir. Sir, please.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. I would like to start my screen, and before I go to judiciary, I would also like to talk about what law is and how law or legal education benefits all of us. So, starting from the first thing, when we are talking about students right now who are in school, when we are talking about law, okay, we generally think about rules and regulations. We talk about acts. We talk about judgments of Supreme Court. But law is something much more bigger than that. When we are talking about law, okay, I will show you one more slide. This is also a law of gravity, right? Or again, action and reaction always equal and opposite. So all these things are law. Okay. And when we are talking about law, when we are talking about this particular aspect, it is a very important thing in our life because everything in our life is governed by law. Okay. And what is law? Law is an expected behavior from anyone. Okay. I mean, law of motion, law of gravity, all are what? Expected behavior. Okay. जब what do you say एप्पल नीचे गिरता है पेड़ पे से तो हमेशा नीचे ही गिरेगा वो कभी ऊपर नहीं जाएगा यस दैट इज द एक्सपेक्टेड बिहेवियर फ्रॉम एनी एलिमेंट राइट दैट इज वी नो एज लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटी or an action and reaction are always equal and opposite, right? That is something which is not negotiable. That is to say, hamesha वैसा ही होगा, right? Same way, we as citizens, we as individuals who are living in society, हमें भी थोड़े बहुत लॉ फॉलो करने हैं. हमारे पास भी एक बिहेवियर है जो हमसे एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं सामने वाले लोग, हमारा समाज, हमारी सरकार. तो हम जब लॉ की बात करते हैं तो हम लॉ से गवर्न होते हैं इवन बिफोर वी आर बोर्न. ओके, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग कि लॉ हमें हमारे बर्थ से लेके हमारे डेथ तक हमें गवर्न करता है। इसलिए कोई भी एक कैरियर जो हर एक चीज को, चाहे वो बर्थ हो, चाहे वो डेथ हो, चाहे वो मैरिज हो, चाहे वो आप कार ले रहे हो, चाहे आप रेलवे की टिकट बुक कर रहे हो, या आप एक मकान ले रहे हो, या आप एक बिजनेस चालू कर रहे हो, कोई भी चीज आप सोच लो, सभी में लॉ का इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है। तो एक ऐसा कैरियर जो हमेशा एक्टिव रहेगा, हमेशा हमारे साथ रहेगा, वैसा कैरियर की हम बात कर रहे हैं। So it is one of the most rewarding careers, both in terms of job challenge and also monetary benefits. Okay, because in law, the earning which you can get is unimaginable. And one most important thing about law is it is open to students of all streams. That is to say, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि you should have a science, you should have commerce, or you should have humanities, or even in science you should have A group, you should have B group. Right? Everybody who has a passion of understanding the legal system of the country, and who is looking for challenging and exciting opportunities in work front, they can join law. In last couple of decades especially, there has been steady increase in the demand of law graduate in diverse field. Okay, starting from the most basic things like starting a small business, you will require law. Okay, when we talk about companies, when we talk about corporations, when we talk about banks, when we talk about financial institutions, okay, every sphere हैज टू कंप्लाई विथ लॉ, सभी को लॉ का पालन करना होता है, और इसलिए सभी के लिए लॉ ग्रेजुएट्स की बहुत ही जरूरत होती है। और आजकल आपको पता है कि हर एक चीज का लॉ आ गया है, हर एक चीज में आपको कंप्लायंस करना है, चाहे आप शेयर मार्केट में ट्रेड कर रहे हो, चाहे आपका खुद का फैक्ट्री हो, या खुद की बिजनेस हो, या खुद की शॉप हो, हर एक चीज में लॉ बहुत ही जरूरी होता है। और लॉ एक ऐसा फील्ड है जिस फील्ड ने हमें बहुत बड़े बड़े लीडर्स दिए हैं, राइट, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम महात्मा गांधी टू बैराक ओबामा, सभी लॉयर्स थे। और अभी ऐसा नहीं है, पहले हम जब भी लॉ की बात करते हैं तो हमें एक फिल्मी सीन भी याद आता है, तारीख पे तारीख वो बोलता है, राइट, लेकिन अभी ऐसा नहीं है। नाउ लॉयर्स आर बिकमिंग वेरी वेरी सोफिस्टिकेटेड, राइट, दे आर रिक्वायर्ड इन कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिसेस, ओके, दे आर रिक्वायर्ड इन मूवी इंडस्ट्री, दे आर रिक्वायर्ड इन मीडिया इंडस्ट्री, ओके, दे आर रिक्वायर्ड इन फूड इंडस्ट्री। सो नाउ जो कन्वेंशनल टाइप का हमें जो एक सीन दिखाई देता था कि कोर्ट के बाहर काले कोट पहन के लॉयर घूम रहे हैं, ऐसा अभी बहुत ही कम है। नाउ लॉयर्स का रोल जो है वो बहुत ही चेंज हो गया है। सो क्या क्या कैरियर ऑप्शन है लॉ ग्रेजुएशन के बाद? तो यू कैन बिकम ए लॉ ऑफिसर। हम ये सारे के बारे में डिटेल में एक के बाद एक बात करेंगे। आप जुडिशरी में जज बन सकते हो, आप कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में जा सकते हो, आप कोर्ट की प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो, आप पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर बन सकते हो, मतलब गवर्नमेंट लॉयर, और आप सोशल वर्कर में भी लॉ ग्रेजुएट्स की जरूरत है। नाउ गवर्नमेंट सर्विस की जब बात आती है तो मैक्सिमम वी एज ए स्टूडेंट वी ट्राई टू गेट ए गवर्नमेंट जॉब, और बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे होंगे जो यूपीएससी जीपीएससी क्लियर करने के लिए एस्पायर होंगे। सो इफ यू आर डूइंग लॉ you get one more opportunity, and that is to say opportunity to become a judge, and it is an excellent option. Okay, not only it is way to remain closely connected with law, but also one of that offers the satisfaction of working for the good of the society. क्योंकि आप जब जज बनते हो तब आप क्या करते हो? आप न्याय देते हो, आप लोगों को जस्टिस देते हो। ओके, और आपके सामने हर रोज नए नए तरीके के केसेस आएंगे। आपको कोई एक ही काम नहीं करना, यू डोंट हैव टू डू द सेम वर्क एवरी डे। You will have different type of cases before you, and that will make your job very exciting. Okay, And the most important thing which a judge will get, which no other civil servant will get, is the command and the respect of each and every person. मतलब कि एक अगर आप जज बनते हो तो आपसे आपसे पुलिस भी डरती है, पुलिस को भी आपको रिस्पेक्ट करना पड़ता है, पॉलिटिशियंस आल्सो विल रिस्पेक्ट यू, ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन हैज टू रिस्पेक्ट यू if you are a judge. So how to become a judge? Okay, so if you want to become a judge, you have to pass a judicial exam. Okay, so each state conducts judicial exams. In India, as of now, total 24 states conduct judicial services exam. Okay, with each state having their own state set of eligibility criteria, exam pattern, recruitment process, and pay scale. Okay, so if you want to become judge, there are two entry levels. One is the lower judicial services, and second is the higher judicial services. Okay, we will discuss entry level requirement of both these aspects. Let us see lower judicial services. Now this is for fresh graduates. Okay, so if you have done your law degree, okay, you will have to clear an entrance exam conducted by the State Public Service Commission or the High Court. In Gujarat, the High Court conducts this particular exam. The syllabus of these exams can be found from the website of the each commission. And basically what you require is the subjects of law as well as English, general knowledge, and local language of the state. Okay, an entry through this avenue assures you of time-based promotion and a secured employment early in your career. ओके मतलब आप जैसे ही ग्रेजुएट बन रहे हो, आप अगर ये एग्जाम क्लियर करते हो तो इमीडिएटली यू विल बिकम ए जज, यू विल बिकम ए गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट. ओके, एंड यू विल गेट ऑल द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ ए गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट. एंड this is the pay scale in Gujarat. Okay, this is the starting pay scale of a junior judge. Okay, who will earn approximately 90,000 rupees per month. Now just imagine a fresh graduate, a fresh law graduate, earning 90,000 rupees per month. ये कौन से दूसरे प्रोफेशन में आपको ये मिलता है, आप मुझे सोच के थोड़ा बताइए. Okay, and that's why this makes one of the most exciting career opportunities for the fresh graduates. Higher judiciary services also, you can join. This is after you have 7 years of experience as a lawyer. Okay, here also you have to pass a competitive exam, which is conducted by the High Court. Okay, and here you get a higher judiciary post, sessions court, session judge. You can become directly. The pay scale for higher judiciary is approximately 2,25,000 rupees. Okay, in Gujarat. It may change in different states. So again, a very, very high pay package that you will get. Now this is one more opportunity which is very, very exciting. Okay, if you are interested in serving the army, okay, serving the armed forces of India, okay, you can also opt for a post of Deputy Judge Advocate General. In short, it is known as JAG, Judge Advocate General. It is a branch of Indian Armed Forces, and it deals with all the legal issues happening in the Indian Armed Forces. Okay, so what are the essential qualifications? The essential qualifications for this particular thing is Bachelor in Law or 7 years of experience, and also should be qualified as an advocate. Okay, desirable, of course, if you have a master's degree, then it is more desirable from the recognized university, and there is also 2 years experience will again give you more points. The next career opportunity is of public prosecutor. Now before I go to this particular opportunity, I would like to concentrate more on the judiciary part. Now, when I'm talking about lower judiciary and talking about Gujarat, the opportunities in lower judiciary are immense. And I'm very disappointingly बहुत दुखी होके मुझे कहना पड़ रहा है. I'm very sad before I say this, that in Gujarat, we are not able to find Gujarati judges, okay, who can pass the lower judicial services exam. And you won't believe, आप लोगों को विश्वास नहीं होगा कि गुजरात में बाहर से आके दूसरे स्टेट से आके जज बन जाते हैं, जबकि व्हेन इट इज नेसेसरी टू हैव नॉलेज ऑफ गुजराती लैंग्वेज. ओके, मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है, आपने देखा होगा कि लोकल लैंग्वेज ऑफ द स्टेट, राइट. सो व्हेन दिस एग्जाम्स आर टेकन, वन पेपर इज ऑफ गुजराती. ओके, but unfortunately we are not able to crack this exam. Okay, and people from Delhi, from UP, from Bihar, okay, from Rajasthan, they are coming over here and getting selected as judges. Okay, many of my students who are from other state, they have become judges in Gujarat. Okay, दिल्ली में इसके क्लासेस चलते हैं जुडिशियल सर्विसेज के, वहां पे उन लोगों को गुजराती सिखाई जाती है एंड दे बिकम जजेस इन गुजरात. सो इमेजिन, बाकी सब जगह इतनी सारी कंपटीशन है, लेकिन यहाँ पे द सिचुएशन इज टोटली डिफरेंट. ओवर हियर द डिमांड इज मोर एंड सप्लाई इज लेस. Okay, we are not able to find good judicial officers from Gujarat itself. The reason being, the people are not aware of the excellent opportunities that judiciary gives. Okay, most of the students, especially from Saurashtra region, they try to go for, NEET or JEE. Okay, but they are not aware of the judicial services also. Okay, जैसा ही मेडिकल प्रोफेशन है, जैसे इंजीनियरिंग प्रोफेशन है, I would say judicial service is much more respectable, much more lucrative profession. Okay, और अगर आपको यूपीएससी पास करनी है, अगर आपको एक आईएएस या आईपीएस ऑफिसर बनना है, तो उसके लिए भी अगर आपने लॉ किया है, तो most of the questions that are asked in UPSC exams or GPSC exams are connected with law. So you have a better chance of clearing law if you have done better chance of clearing GPSC or UPSC exam if you have done law as a graduate degree. Okay, so I strongly suggest all the viewers, parents, students, okay, to think very, very seriously about these things. I will just give you a very simple statistics. Okay, there is a exam to qualify, just like NEET or JEE, to become, to get admission in good law schools. There is an exam called CLAT, Common Law Admission Test. Okay, it happens every year. And in India, around 70,000 to 80,000 students appear for CLAT exam every year. And you will be shocked to know, okay, आप लोगों को ये सदमा लगेगा कि जब राजस्थान से करीबन 7,000 8,000 बच्चे अपियर होते हैं, यूपी से करीबन 8,000 10,000 students appear, or even from Bihar 7,000 to 9,000 students appear, compared to Gujarat, where unfortunately 800 students to 900 students appear every year for CLAT exam. Okay, and that is very shocking because we are not aware of this. So this is a very exciting opportunity. So I just talked about judicial services, then I talked about JAG, that is to say armed forces services. Then there is one more opportunity which is there is a public prosecutor. Okay, public prosecutor means government lawyer. Okay, That is to say, he appears on the side of the government in every case, especially in criminal cases. Okay, so for selection of public prosecutor also there is an entrance exam. Okay, so public prosecutor is a part of the state judiciary or judicial process who acts as an in charge in cases of litigation, appeal and other procedures related to law. ओके तो आप जब भी आप कोर्ट में जाएंगे, आप क्रिमिनल केस होता है तो उसमें एक तरफ डिफेंस लॉयर होता है और एक तरफ पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर, okay, who is representing the government. Okay, so every criminal case the public prosecutor has to deal with it. So again, a public prosecutor is appointed, by the district court, in district court and high courts, and it is appointed by central government as well as state governments. तो यहाँ पे आपको जॉब मिल सकती है जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में भी है और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट में भी है. ओके, और एवरी कोर्ट, दैट इज टू से राजकोट में कोर्ट है तो राजकोट में, मोरबी में कोर्ट है, ये जहां पे भी क्रिमिनल कोर्ट है देयर विल बी पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर्स. Okay, and these are also again selected through entrance exam conducted by Gujarat High Court. Okay, so this is the pay band of public prosecutor. So an average salary of around 60 to 70,000 rupees, a public prosecutor can get, at the entry level. Another very exciting career opportunity in law is of litigation. Litigation means to practice law in the court. Okay, now over here, there is no limit of income. Okay, if you are a good lawyer, you can earn a lot. And over here, there are various fields you can practice in. तो आपको जो भी अच्छा लगे, whatever makes you more, is interesting for you. For example, you can go for taxation practice, you can go for constitutional law practice, you can go for family law practice, you can go for revenue practice, that is to say, registration of deals and all those things. So there are so many ways you can become a practicing lawyer. And one more thing I would like to tell you is that a good practicing lawyer, he will not become a judge. Why he will not become a judge? Because he will earn a lot more in practice than he would earn as a judge. Okay, because here there is no limit of income. Then there are corporate counsels. Okay, now earlier what happened was that in companies they used to have a lawyer whom they used to call whenever there were requirement. जब भी रिक्वायरमेंट होती थी वो एक लॉयर को कॉल करते थे, वो आ जाता था. अभी ऐसा नहीं है. अभी सभी कंपनी में, सभी कॉर्पोरेट्स में एक इन हाउस लीगल काउंसिल होता है जो कंपनी को हर एक चीज पे, हर एक लीगल मैटर पे एडवाइस करता है. ओके, सो स्पेशली कंपनीज लाइक बैंक्स, companies like private financial institutions or insurance companies, okay, they have a big team of lawyers, okay, who plays an important role in drafting, vetting and negotiating contracts, okay, ensuring and monitoring compliance. labor law hota hai, environmental law hota hai, okay, contracts ke law hote hai, right? All those things, they have to advise the companies. Okay, consumer law होते हैं, तो in every aspect they have to advise the companies for any legal disputes. Okay, and again when it comes to corporate counsel, there are two types of corporate counsels. One is in private companies, okay, and one is in public sphere. This is a public limited companies. For example, the government agencies like ONGC, like Indian Oil Corporation, like State Bank of India, okay, all the nationalized banks. ओके, तो यहाँ पे भी लीगल काउंसिल्स की जरूरत होती है और यहाँ पे भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स, एंट्रेंस टेस्ट देके आप एक लीगल काउंसिल बन सकते हो पब्लिक स्फीयर में भी. तो वहां पे भी यू विल गेट ए गवर्नमेंट जॉब, ओके, विथ वेरी हाई सैलरी, राइट? सो अगेन हियर ऑल्सो देयर इज एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी दैट इज available to you. Then law firms are, entities that are engaged in practice of law. For example, there are new companies that are formed, or a company is closed down, or there are two companies which, come together, or two companies get separated. Just say Vodafone or Idea, they were two companies. Now they became one. Now they become Vodafone Idea. Okay. Now this is not a simple transaction. Okay. This involves lot of legal paperwork. Okay, because both have so many infrastructures, so many properties all across India. Okay, so all of this has to be, taken into consideration. There has to be a lot of contract signed. There has to be a lot of paperwork to be done, and all these things are done by the law firms. Okay, or for example, earlier there was Hero Honda. Now, they become separate. Okay, Hero is separate, Honda is separate. So this is also not an overnight process. राइट, हमारे घर में जब दो भाई झगड़ते हैं और अलग अलग हो जाते हैं, उसमें भी कितना टाइम लगता है, लीगल प्रोसेस और वो सब होता है. तो यहाँ तो बड़ी बड़ी कंपनियां हैं, having crores and crores of rupees of infrastructure of property. तो वो अलग होने में भी, it involves lot of legal work. So all these things is done by law firms. And let me tell you, law firms are the highest paying, entities for legal profession. A good law firm will pay around 60 lakhs per annum to fresh graduates, who are selected on campus. Okay, so this is very important aspect of law firms. Then also people who want to do something for the society, they also can work in NGOs, because here also there are a lot of lawyers that are required. Okay, so if you want to work for the society, for the betterment of the society, you can work in an NGO. Over here also you can get a lot of opportunities. Okay, you can also work in international organizations such as United Nations, okay, or International Court of Justice, or International Criminal Court. There are so many international courts these days where you can work as an international lawyer. Okay, so here also you get a lot of opportunities in if you are a law graduate. This is also a new concept that is coming out, that is legal process outsourcing. What happens in this is, various companies in USA, okay, or Europe, they send their legal work to India. Okay, now here the lawyer sitting in India prepares the draft of the cases, do the legal research, everything, and then they send it back to USA or Europe. So this is also a very good option which is coming up these days. Then you can become a teacher. Of course, I mean, there is a great dearth of good law teachers in India. There is also an option of judicial clerkship. Judicial clerkship means you assist a high court judge, okay, in the legal work they are doing. So that is also a very exciting career opportunity where you have to assist, you can assist a very high profile judge in their work. Now this is a small comparison. Average salary of various professions as per the website called payscale.com. Okay, so here I have mentioned average salary earned in different professions. Okay, for example, an attorney, lawyer, or a law firm, they will earn around 5 lakh rupees annually. Okay, a corporate lawyer can earn around 7 lakhs, a legal advisor around 5 lakhs. Okay, compared to systems engineer, IT, or software engineer, it is much lower, or an accountant, or a marketing executive. If you read all these things, the highest salary packages are received by lawyers, in these days. And this is as per the statistics. Okay, I am not saying this. This is said by payscale.com. Right. So this is again a very, very exciting thing to know. Now, who can be a good lawyer or who can be a good legal professional? Right. The most important part to become a good lawyer is to have a good communication skills, both oral and written. Okay, this is very essential. Be it in any language. It's not necessary that it has to be in English, but yes, English is a preferred language. But it should be you should be good in communication skills. You should be fond of reading because in law you need to read lot of books. You have to do lot of research. Okay, and the most important skill is you should have logical reasoning. Okay, you should be talking logical. You cannot be a bookworm to become a good lawyer. You should have your own way of thinking. Okay, you should be smart. You should be presentable. You should not be scared to voice your opinion. Okay, you should be vocal. You should be able to raise your voice. And then if you have all these things, law is definitely a career you should consider. Now, what are the courses available? Okay, in India we have 5 years integrated program that you can join immediately after 12th. Okay, so there is BA LLB, that is to say you get two degrees, a degree of BA and degree of LLB. Okay, after 12th, that is a 5 year course. Then if you are good in accounts, commerce, then you can go for BCom LLB and BBA LLB also. And then there is one more option, that is after graduation. That is to say after you do your BCom or BA or BSc or BTech, you can go for a 3 year LLB program after graduation. Okay, so these are the ways you can become a lawyer. And the most preferred way, if you decide to become a lawyer, you have to go for the 5 years integrated program, that is either BLLB or BCom LLB or BBLLB. At Marwadi University, where I am the dean, we offer two programs, that is BLLB and BCom LLB 5 years integrated program. So that is about my presentation. Now, further, I would like to share a few very important aspects about judiciary, and especially when we are talking about the Saurashtra region. Okay, in Saurashtra region, the major problem that I see, I was in Bombay with Narsi Munji NMIMS. Okay, having a very decent career, but I chose to come back to Saurashtra because I wanted to establish a good law school over here. But unfortunately, the problem is that most of the students in Saurashtra, they are not aware of law as a good profession. Okay, now this is something which you all should consider very seriously, because law. I mean, see, I'm not talking against any profession, but when we are comparing, now in engineering, every second home there is an engineer. Okay, or every second home there is a BCom commerce graduate. Okay, and the scope is getting lesser and lesser. The salaries are getting lesser and lesser. While in law, it is a reverse trend. If you are a good lawyer, if you've done law from a good institute, 5 year integrated law program, there is no limit to your income. Okay, you get a lot of opportunities, especially in judiciary, as I've discussed. Because judiciary is a profession which has a lot of respect. At the same time, there is money. Okay, and the same time there is a power, and same time there is satisfaction that you give justice to people. Okay, so this is a very important career option that we all should consider very seriously, because when we are talking about law, most of the parents immediately thinks कि अरे lawyers तो बहुत कुछ नहीं होता तब lawyer बनते हैं. So that scenario was when 10 years back or 15 years back. Now the scenario has changed. Now law has become very, very lucrative profession. And if you compare, okay, I'm just giving a very simple comparison. How many engineering colleges are there in Rajkot, or how many commerce colleges are there in Rajkot? right? Compared to how many 5-year integrated law programs are there in Rajkot. Okay, there is only one law school in Rajkot, that is in Marwadi University. Otherwise, no other law schools in Rajkot offers 5-year law program. Okay, so just imagine, and we have only 120 seats. Okay, so just imagine the number of graduates that become engineers or become commerce graduates. Okay, and the number of individuals who will become law graduates just from Rajkot. This similar type of situation is there in entire India. Okay, so if you think, putting into simple economics, that the supply of lawyers is much lesser than of other profession. So law is a very important career option that every individual should consider. Of course, I mean, I am there, to guide you, to talk with you, to answer your questions whenever you want. You can just contact me through Genius School, or directly come to Marwadi University whenever it is required. Uh, I would like to thank Genius Group of institutions to providing me this particular opportunity to talk with you and interact with all of you. And I also like the concept of Genius Lakshya, where every week there is something new to offer to parents and the students, and this is very much required, especially in a city like Rajkot, where the sources of information are very less, and Genius Lakshya definitely provides a platform where students can get new ideas, innovative ideas, innovative career options. So I congratulate the Genius Group of institutions for bringing in such an interesting concept in Rajkot. Over to you, Aisha.
Thanks a lot, sir, for your words of wisdom. I really appreciate that. I have gained a lot of knowledge regarding judiciary in our country, right? I have
Hmm.
few questions for you. In Gujarat, as you said, especially in Saurashtra, we have less number of we have less awareness regarding this judiciary system and lawyers and all such things. And even if we look at our syllabus, especially of Gujarat board, we just get a little bit of information in the civics part, right, regarding just Gram Panchayat, district court, and Supreme Court, and all such things. That is very less. So, what can be done? Genius Connect, Genius Lakshya is one of the part or one of the medium we can say to promote that. But what else steps can be taken, especially in our region?
Well, as I said, we need more students who should be taking up, law as their career. And trust me, Aisha, it is one of the very, I mean, most lucrative careers you can ever imagine. Okay, because I mean, the scenario is such that uh, when a student, because you are a school teacher, you must be aware that there are, I mean, everybody, they feel that they should go for science.
Yes.
But at the same time, there are many students who are not good at science and mathematics. Okay, like I was when I was in school, I was very bad at science. I was very bad at mathematics. Okay, but I was good at languages. I was good at social sciences. So if you have that particular thing, that I mean, maths पल्ले नहीं पढ़ रहा है अगर या ये science पल्ले नहीं पढ़ रहा है अगर, then it is nothing to worry. Because in Saurashtra region, we consider that as a disability. If you're not good at maths and science. No, but there is nothing to worry. I mean, law is also a similar type of profession. Okay, I mean, let me again make one point over here. Okay, there are two types of degrees that we can get. Okay, one degree is just an educational degree. Okay, like BA, like BCom. Okay, I mean, there is no special thing that you can do after BA or BCom, except for becoming a teacher after doing your masters. Okay, but there are professional programs, there are professional degrees. Okay, for example, medicine, for example, engineering. Okay, or for example, law. Now, these are the degrees, that are required. For example, a doctor cannot practice law.
Yes.
For that you need a law degree. Okay,
That
or a lawyer cannot practice, what do you say, medicine. You need a medicine degree, right? But so, and that is a unique thing about law. That law is a professional course, just like engineering, just like medicine. Okay, and this is much more apart. I mean, of course, a lawyer can become a clerk. Okay, or a doctor can become a clerk, because वहाँ पे तो क्या है कि भाई आप ग्रेजुएट हो, that is the requirement. So a become person can also become a clerk, a BA person can also become a clerk. But to become a lawyer, to become a doctor, you need a professional degree. And law is a professional degree that everybody should understand. And think positively about it.
all right. And one more question which triggers me is like if we are a judge, like if a person is a judge at any of the levels of court, right? So is there any age limit for such?
For judiciary, there is, I think, 30 years. You can become a junior judge. If you want to become a junior judge, you should be less than 30 years of age. Okay,
All
to appear for the judiciary exam. Okay, for senior judiciary, there is no such age limit. Of course, I mean, 7 years of practice is required. So you become graduate at around, I think, 21 or 22 if you do 5 year law program. Okay, so there is an ample time for you to clear this particular exam. And let me tell you, the competition level in this judiciary exam is very less.
right.
Okay, compared to other exams like UPSC or GPSC, because over there everybody applies.
Yes.
Okay, but in
Same thing
judiciary,
regarding the awareness, I guess. Like people are less aware regarding these fields and more
yes,
aware, like more into UPSC, GPSC. It is
yes,
like
and
a prestige
even,
badge.
yes. Even Aisha, if you want to appear in UPSC, GPSC, okay, if you are a law graduate, you will get an added advantage, because most of the questions in UPSC or GPSC are related to law.
Yes.
Because ultimately, if you become a collector, or if you become a magistrate, or if you become a mamlatdar, what do you have to do? You have to apply law ultimately, right? So if you have a law degree, that again gives you an advantage in also UPSC and GPSC.
Yes. So, like our like if we talk particularly about this Saurashtra University, like
Hmm.
the mentality of people is what if we are going for LLB, that as you said that it is like people will think that if we have nothing to do, then only a person will become a lawyer, right? So if we
Yes,
even
exactly.
pursue for LLB, there is a mentality over here that it is just you just have to go and give the examinations, but I want to know how difficult it is. What are the preparations we need to do for the same?
See, I always say that there are two type of lawyers. Okay,
Yes.
there are lawyers and there are good lawyers. Okay, and it is the same thing in every profession. If you are a doctor, then you are a doctor or you are a good doctor. Okay, you are an engineer, you are a good engineer. So I mean, there is a huge difference, when we talk about become a good lawyer and a lawyer. Okay, the 3 year program, I totally agree with you. Most of the time they will, people who are not able to get any job, they will join the 3 year law program. But the 5 year law program is very unique. Okay, because over there you are very focused from the beginning itself. Okay, because you have decided that now you want to make law as your career. And believe me, it is not a cakewalk. It is tough, because you have to develop lot of skills as a lawyer.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, for example, in engineering, you have to do a lot of practicals, or if you want to do science, you have to do a lot of practical work. Okay, if you become a lawyer, also there are a lot of practical things to be learned. Okay, and for us lawyers, law is library is our laboratory. Okay, we have to read a lot, we have to research a lot. Okay, and if you are able to do that, I mean, law can become a very important and very interesting, because good thing about law is, आप कभी बोर नहीं होगे. आपके
Yes.
पास हमेशा नए नए प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे,
True.
नए नए इश्यूज आएंगे. ओके, तो आपको हर रोज कुछ नया सीखने को मिलेगा, नया जानने को मिलेगा, यू विल बिकम, आई मीन, आपको कभी ऐसा नहीं लगेगा कि अरे यार ये क्या, सुबह उठ के एक ही चीज करनी है, so because I mean, we all need changes in life, even in profession, right? And if you are doing the same profession day in and day out, there a day comes when you are totally bored with it, and then you will say, now enough is enough. But in law, again, that will never happen.
All right. And one more thing, is anything in the constitution regarding this judicial system, like this IPCs we see, Indian Penal Codes, right, which are there for the like judgment. So can they change, like if there is a crime is done by someone and if the lawyer is defending, and like there is other side of the story even, so can the judgment be dependent on this IPC, like they have, the judge will give the straightforward judgment, or there can be any exceptions regarding it?
Okay, now that is the beauty of law. Okay, that I mean, in mathematics, you can have one plus one is equal to two,
Yes.
right? But in law, one plus one can also become 11. And that is the beauty of law, because see, law is connected with human emotions. Okay, I mean, law is not something as easy as math. I mean, arithmetic. Okay, because see, if a person murders, I will just give you a simple example. Okay, if I kill another person, okay, I may have killed him because I want to take some revenge. Okay, or I may kill him because I wanted some money from him. Okay, or I have killed him because he came to kill me, and I defended myself.
Self.
Okay, in all these three circumstances, the person is killed. Okay, and I have killed the person. But in court of law, judgment of in all these three cases will be different. Okay, if I have killed to defend myself, right, I have not committed any crime. I will be set free, because self defense is an important right given in the guaranteed in the constitution itself. Okay, right to life, right? If you murder someone because you wanted to take some revenge, and you do a cold blooded murder, you may get hanged. Okay, death penalty. Or if you murder someone because you wanted some money from him, he refused, and then you just hit him, and because of some accident he died. Okay, then I can get life imprisonment. Okay, I'll just give you a popular case, because most of the people will know that person, Navjot Singh Sidhu,
Yes.
a famous cricketer and politician. Right, he had a fight with someone for a traffic issue, okay, parking issue, and he just punched that person. ओके, वो उसको एक उसको पेट में एक मुक्का मारा सिद्धू ने, राइट, एंड दैट पर्सन डाइड. Okay, just because of one punch. Okay, now the question was whether Sidhu has committed murder or not. You know, and ultimately the medical report came in and they say that no, this the person died because of an heart attack. Okay, so he got so much frightened, or whatever whichever happened, he got a heart attack when Sidhu hit him. So Sidhu was held to be not responsible for that murder. So this is the beauty of law. Okay, I mean, each circumstances of the facts and facts of each case, will change the judgment. तो आप अगर आप आईपीसी पढ़ रहे हो तो उसमें सारे क्राइम्स का डेफिनेशन, ओके, और उसके एक्सेप्शंस. तो वही लॉयर का रोल वही होता है. पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर का रोल क्या होगा कि वो इस तरह से केस को प्रोड्यूस करे कि जो क्रिमिनल है, जो एक्यूज्ड है, उसको सजा मिले. डिफेंस का रोल क्या होता है कि वो इस तरह से केस प्रोड्यूस करे कि उसको सजा न मिले, कि उसके क्लाइंट ने वो क्राइम नहीं किया, या किया तो कोई कंपल्शन में किया या सेल्फ डिफेंस में किया. और जज का रोल ये होता है कि वो जो भी दोनों साइड जो भी आर्ग्यूमेंट्स करते हैं, जो भी एविडेंसेस लाते हैं, राइट, उसमें से तथ्य, द ट्रुथ, उसको बाहर निकालना. राइट, तो वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट काम होता है, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग काम होता है, राइट। तो यू नो इट इज अ वेरी एक्साइटिंग थिंग टू डू, यू नो, डे इन एंड डे आउट,
Exactly.
राइट। सो बहुत सारे लॉज है, आईपीसी इज जस्ट वन एग्जांपल, राइट। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट है, यू नो, वी आर इंडिया इज अ कंट्री ऑफ लॉज, every other thing there is a law, right. And one more thing, Aisha, I would like, because you know you are also a female, I would like all the girls, you know, also to get encouraged about judiciary.
Yes.
Okay, because अगर गर्ल्स ने लॉ पढ़ा है, यू नो, तो किसी की मजाल नहीं है कि वो गर्ल को, वो वुमन को, यू नो, कोई भी तरीके का एक्सप्लॉइट कर सके,
True.
you know, because they are lawyers, they know what the law is, you know, and they can put anyone to task if they are aware of the laws. Okay, गर्ल्स एक्सप्लॉइट तभी होती है जब उन लोगों को लॉज का पता नहीं होता और कहाँ पे उसको रेमेडी मिलेगी ये पता नहीं होगा। अगर आपको ये पता चल जाए और सामने वाले को अगर ये पता है कि यू आर अवेयर ऑफ द लॉज, you know, they will be 10 foot away from you.
Exactly.
Okay, so for all the girls also, you know, this is a very exciting career opportunity, and also it gives you a very secure future, you know, in society also.
Looking at the pay scale difference, of course, lawyers would be getting inspired for choosing it as a profession or career. Like one last thing, we have Marwadi for law, as you are one of the like person over there whom I get inspired by. So, is any such other institutions here? Like, I want to know that.
Unfortunately, in Rajkot, no.
Okay.
Of course, there is 3 year law colleges are there. Okay, MP law college is there, Harivanna is there, you know, Gadi is there, but all are 3 years law courses. Five for the 5 year law courses only Marwadi University is there, and we have a world class infrastructure for law profession with best faculties and best resources. Apart from that, in Gujarat we have Gujarat National Law University.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a specific specialized university of law.
All right.
Okay, then we have Nirma. Again, you know, a very good institutions where Nirma Institute of Law is another place where you can go for. So there are a few in Gujarat, and in Rajkot, in Saurashtra region, we are the only one, you know, at Marwadi University.
Okay. And one more thing, sir. As we are having the books to prepare since grade sevens, right? We are given trainings also in our genius school, right? And like for mathematics, we have special book for preparation of UPSC, GPSC, or any such examinations. So, is there any such books which a student can take help since like a child or as a student from lower grades?
There are no such books, unfortunately. Okay, but you can always refer to, if you are in school, you can always sharpen your logical reasoning skills, okay, your critical thinking skills, and there are a lot of books available for that. So you can always refer to those books. I mean, that is the way out.
All right. As a lawyer requires a lot of wit to defend themselves or rather their customers. So that wit and logic a person needs to develop to become a good lawyer and a good judge even. Um,
Yes.
Great. Like talking to you was most inspiring thing. Like as you even inspired us, the viewers also to get the knowledge of the law to like protect ourselves from the what is we say evil. Right. I would like to say that from the ancient ages, it is said that truth shall prevail, Satyamev Jayate, and Dharma
Yes.
Sthapana. So that is base of our constitution. That India becomes a like a country which is not very much what we can say into the bad, and it's like since like years we are listening this Yudhishthir as a dharmatma person who is a judge. So like we are getting this traces from our background, historical background. So that inspires a lot. Like we have this history, and today also the thing is truth shall prevail in like the what we say the murat of the statue of this what we see in law, it's also is blindfolded. That means it does not see who is powerful and who is poor, and who is right and who is wrong. It just gives the justice. So talking to you was really, as I every time mention, inspiring. It is really inspiring, and thanks a lot
It's a
for your
pleasure.
pearls of wisdom. Uh, like
It's
on the
always a
ending note,
pleasure.
yes, on the ending note, I would like to ask you if you have something to share more for our viewers.
Well, all school kids, students who are in school, I would request them, don't go with the flow. Okay. Have your own thinking. Never choose a career because your friend is choosing. Okay. Because Aisha, I very strongly believe that, your friends will stay with you for a limited period of time. Okay. सब सब आपसे आपका साथ छोड़ देने वाले हैं. Your friends, even your family, your even your parents, I mean, nothing is permanent, stay with you, but a degree, your educational degree will stay with you forever. Okay. So उसमें आप कभी भी ऐसे मत चुने कि भाई मेरा फ्रेंड ये कर रहा है तो मुझे भी ये करना है. you know have assess your strength, your weaknesses, and based on that take an independent decision. Of course, I mean, many times, parents also force kids to do certain things, but there is a way to convince the parents also. If you don't want to do, because see, ultimately it's your life. Okay, and ultimately you will be questioned at the end of the day if you don't become successful. ओके. पेरेंट्स तो बोलेंगे अरे इसको हमने सब दे दिया, इसको पैसे दिए, अपॉर्चुनिटीज दी, सब कुछ दिया, लेकिन इसने कुछ किया ही नहीं. राइट. So it is the student, who has to take the decision of his life. Take an informed decision, take a decision of your career based on your own strength, your own weaknesses. Research well, meet people. ऐसा नहीं कि एक फ्रेंड को मिल रहा है, इसको मिल गया. अलग अलग लोगों से मिलो. Talk with them. Your teachers are there. I mean genius, again, school, I'm sure they will be providing a lot of opportunities, on the basis of career counseling and everything. So meet your teachers, meet your mentors, and take a decision. Because a decision after your 12th, which degree you will go for, is the most important decision of your life.
Thanks a lot, sir. Now, I would like to end this session, which was highly brainstorming. What we can say, it was brainstorming, but triggering our memory, like triggering our weakness, that where we are lacking. Right. So, thanks a lot again, sir. And to all the viewers, I would like to say that stay connected with us at Genius Connect, Genius Lakshya, for more information regarding your examination and many more expert talks to come. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Aisha.